All right, hello everyone. Live look right now at Ollie International, where we got some light snow right now across wave country and a bit of ice and snow combination both. All right, today, guys, you get both of us. Meteorologist Tawana Andrew is joining me. This is an Alert Day special report. This is not going to be snow talk. I'll be actually doing a separate snow talk stream today. It'll be this afternoon. Look for the notification. There's a lot of questions on that. We'll kind of circle around to that coming up here in just a few moments. Tawana, you worked the sunrise shift this morning. We're going to go through the radar trends and where we stand here with this. But first off, tell me what you faced this morning as the show evolved.
So when I got into work this morning, there was absolutely nothing falling across the region. But as soon as we got past 4 a.m., that is when we started to see some of that snow moving in. And then as soon as I got towards the metro and south of the metro, it was a absolute mess.
Yeah.
We couldn't even see the airport at times on this camera because that snow, that sleet was coming down as much as it was. And then, of course, you run into the issues on the roadway south of Louisville where we were getting reports from the National Weather Service that like things were instantly freezing over on the roads further to the south as well. So that's why the parkways had such an issue. But as soon as you got south of the Cumberland Parkway, no problems.
Well,
really between 64 and the Cumberland Parkway.
Yeah, right there in that core of wave country, really, right? You know, we saw this about a week ago, and at first it looked like a winter storm, to be honest, a week ago. And then as we got closer, it didn't look as impressive. The moisture was kind of, it's all right. What really got us though yesterday, I think, is that when I know when I was on here yesterday, we talked a lot about the clouds. The clouds blocked the sun. So even though we were below freezing, the sun rays never hit the pavement. That will matter. That will still warm the pavement up to the right level. But once the sun was blocked and we got into yesterday afternoon, we're like, wait a minute, we're going to have a problem here because we know how this goes. You know, you get a frozen ground, the ground's, it lags. It needs sun rays to improve. And if you don't get the sun rays, it doesn't matter if your temperature is going up above your head, right at your feet level. It's not. And that's where the problems came in.
Yeah, those pavement temperatures this morning were ranging from what I saw between 26 and 30 in most spots. So, so anything and everything was going to freeze.
Absolutely. And we'll circle back to some of those numbers here in a second. Just a quick radar update. It's showing snow. You know what? Most of it, my entire ride in was snow. I really didn't have much of a mix set up. But I know at times I could hear sleet outside hitting my window. But when I got in the car, it was mainly snow. And at times on 65, there were actually big flakes coming down. It was impressive. I was like, Okay, this is fun.
We're right on that barrier. I
Right
was
on the end, right
I
on
was
the
running out into the weather garden because as a meteorologist, you got to check to actually see what's happening
we got a
outside,
garden.
right?
Yeah.
So you could hear the pings of the sleet at some
Bouncing
points,
around.
big flakes, and then there would be a little bit of freezing drizzle that would happen. So yeah, we were bouncing back and forth all morning.
This is the thing. This is such a minor event on precip. But you guys see now what our concern has always been in these scenarios when you have a frozen ground at rush hour and light amounts. This is the problem. Now, we got lucky the last time we had this threat, if you will. The air was dry enough that we didn't have much to worry about. In this case, though, we did not get as lucky on that. All right, so let me. Some of this is still a mix of sleet at times, but it is quickly moving to the east. So really, in Louisville and Southern Indiana, we're done. All right, that's over with. This is all a Parkways issue, and even that is starting to improve slowly. So here are the air temperatures. 34 now in Louisville. Got a few spots still hugging around that 32 mark where it matters. Still in Lexington.
Yeah.
Kind of a mess through there. But look at 37s they're showing up. I mean, the radar shows snow, but in many cases, even if it is, it's not sticking at all.
Yeah. And I'm glad that we're seeing those temperatures warming up because with the roads as much of a mess. Words are so hard. Right
They were very hard, especially this time of day. Trust me.
Like my eyes twitching and words are hard. It's a day. Listen, I have enough time to
I'm getting worried about
fine. But yeah, so like we had those cold temperatures and it got to the point where we even saw like a JCBS bus
that slid off. What was that near Dixie?
That was near Dixie, in between Dixie and Crumbs Lane on 264.
So right at the Georgia Powers Waterston area. Okay.
So we saw that. We saw a couple of rollovers, unfortunately, this morning, plenty of people sliding off. So it's nice to see that this is like improving already.
I ran into 7 accidents on the way in, including a jackknife semi. When I got on the Snyder, it was shiny as a new penny.
That's scary. Like impressive, but also scary.
The top speed was 12 miles per hour if you got lucky on the Snyder. And we're going to look at this and see where we're at on that. But that was a problem. All right, here are the pavement temperatures. Look at that. They're still at the freezing mark or below in areas where we got 36s and 37s that are showing up. So again, mainly still the parkways. Although you look at the road sensors, I have those added on. I know it's hard to see because there's so much going on. But you don't see as much yellow there. I know the only issue we had earlier this morning was 65 in Hart County. They completely shut it down due to crashes. They got it reopened again, thank goodness. We're going to do a quick tour on some of these traffic maps. So let's get first into E-Town, Hardin County, into Nelson County. A lot of yellow. A lot of red. The terrain, as you can tell there, looking at that's a topography map. So when you see those little darker areas, it's indicating some of the ridges and the hills you got to drive through. Well, 245, we know how that goes. 245, getting near the distilleries, especially along that area, you're going to run into problems all the way into Bardstown. So a lot of yellow and red showing up there. I got a camera, I believe. Yeah, this is the one not far from E-Town, just north of E-Town.
That is much better than what it was 2 hours ago, for sure.
Yeah.
That was basically a parking lot because of that. I think it was a jackknife semi in that area earlier this morning. So that's improvement. And then there was at one point I was looking through some of these cameras. That camera I couldn't even see anything. Because,
well, you can see the evidence on the side there of what it was like there. It's got that icy look to it. Bullock County may have been the hardest hit area.
Yeah, they went through
65 southbound. Still, as you head toward Veterans all the way down past into Lebanon Junction, here's a live look.
It is. Well, it's moving.
Well, I don't.
Ish.
You see a bus in the middle of all that.
Which is so good that a lot of these schools further south did NTI or called out for today. So it really
what'd you say? George said, I'm stuck on the Gene Snyder close to Billtown Road. We're going to get to Gene Snyder in just a second here, George. Hang tight. But yeah, that is certainly a parking lot. And it's all semis, really. I mean, there's probably cars. That would be me. I would be sandwiched somewhere in the middle of all that where I can't see anything at all around me. That's more of a panic, I think, then because you don't know what's going on. Are they clearing it or are they moving things? You can't see at all. And thank goodness you guys have this stream if you are safely able to listen to it. Don't watch it if you're driving. But if you're able to listen to it, we can tell you that looks like a parking lot. All right, let's get into Shepherdsville. This was an issue for a while. A couple of crashes north and south. That looks better.
And much better than
when it did earlier.
Like 7 o'clock this morning.
And then Louisville,
That is
this
a substantial.
It's better. We had so many red icons, you couldn't even see the traffic map.
No,
there were so many crashes.
At one point, I counted about 15 crashes on our map.
Yeah.
This morning, with everything going on. So, and a lot of them were concentrated right along the Waterston, right along the Snyder,
well, look
and
at
in
that.
between on 65.
Basically, this is my end of the county, and it is a mess. It is absolutely a mess. Preston Highway, not moving at all. The Snyder, as you can see here, solid red. Got a camera feed. See if this will come up here. Here we go. This is the Snyder at Bardstown Road right now. It's moving, but some of that may just be traffic exiting to allow people to move up.
Wow.
But here is what looks to be an awful mess. So if you have, if you're a boss right now and you're waiting for your employee to get to work, be nice.
Yes, please.
Just write them a note, excuse on that. And obviously some students may still be on buses, elementary, especially maybe on some of these buses. Hopefully they got the heads up and can get around all this on surface streets. But right now the Snyder is just, it's just not the place to be for a while. And this is going to take, I would say, another 2 hours to completely clear out. We are improving things, but the problem is, and this is what I ran into as well, is that the road crews are out, but they can't get there because everybody's there. So how do they salt the roads when you're there on the road blocking it? So that is a problem. Now, I know that, to treat it, they can do that before. The problem with that is that we had some freezing rain. Well, you can put salt down, but you get freezing rain, it's just going to start drifting off to the side. It's not going to be as effective. So they have to constantly reapply. I mean, but they can't do that with everybody on the road.
No.
So what do? You can't shut the city down for a minor event. So they have to find a way to get entrenched in the traffic and improve it. But unfortunately, the Gene Snyder, known as the Gene Slider, is living up to its name here today. It is not going to improve for a while. And it's a bit of an elevated roadway. It is concrete. Much of it is concrete. And that tends to hold on to colder temperatures than blacktop does. So it stays icy longer. Yeah.
We all just learned something together.
Yeah, it's a mess.
I did not know about the concrete, though.
Yeah, concrete holds on to colder air.
I learned something new today. But yes.
It lasts longer. They don't have to replace it as much. But it's got a negative here on cold weather that comes into play. Let's see. There's one more thing. Oh, the storm tracker thing's already back to the station, so we're probably going to see a parking lot. But that's all right. I'll play it. Okay,
they shut it off.
They're back now. Okay.
But there was one point this morning when the storm tracker was out. I'm pretty sure on the Waterston near Bardstown Road. I think it was during the 6 o'clock hour. The snow and the sleet was coming down so much, it looked like it was drifting. Like you couldn't even see the blacktop because that snow was coming down so much.
Well,
I don't think I've ever seen that in a while.
I'm going to come down to that or get to that point in a second too that you brought up because there's an aspect we got to deal with here for the rest of the day. First off, Futurecast shows all this moving out, but it should be more of a rain that does redevelop, which is interesting to see that redevelopment because to be honest, it's a warm nose, but we could still get some sleet that could mix in with that, even though we'll be safely above freezing. Even though we're, we could get in the upper 30s, we could still get some sleet this afternoon, but travel impacts will not be nearly the same.
Yeah, and you could look back on the radar, actually. You could start to see that happening just west of I-65.
So I'll show the radar. That's a good point. We'll come back to that and see what it looks like on the trends. This is out here by this evening, and then we get a chance to relax before we deal with the big kahuna for the weekend.
And then this is the other problem.
This is the other problem. You mentioned some of the drifting. Yeah, the wind is starting to ramp up. We're getting gusts. Right now, close to 30 miles per hour, especially north and west of where that boundary is. That will increase, and it's going to be windy all the way through this afternoon. So I don't know if that really helps. It would hopefully help try to dry out the roads, but as you saw there, the rain redevelops. So not exactly the best scenario.
It brings in the warm air.
Oh, no. It brings in that's very true. It brings in the warm air. We'll get to, I'll show the 10-day coming up in a second. We'll put the radar up. How about some questions? We'll look at some of those.
Sure.
Does that work? All right. Probably a lot of comments.
Now I know why you have difficulty reading this because even from
it's
over
so
here,
small. Now you get it. This is what I deal with every day, and they make fun of me.
And they do. I used to.
They roast me every day.
I used to make fun of you, but
technology just doesn't work.
No, you have to leave him alone. He's not wrong. I can bear. I see some hearts. And that's literally about
I mean, everyone's got an icon. If you're on Facebook or X, you got a profile picture. I can see it, sort of. You're very pixelated, but I kind of can see who you are. George giving us another update. Nothing but a sheet of ice. Did it show up? There it goes. Oh, well,
There you go. Maybe technology doesn't like you.
Thank you, George. Appreciate that. And be safe, George. Seriously. I know it's kind of a mess. Snow accumulated roads and sidewalks in E-Town. That's MPing. MPing reports have been great.
They have been.
For today. I can pull those up. That's a app that you can use, or they actually have a web version too of it that you can send in reports. They're so helpful because the Weather Service actually sees that instantly. So when you send in those reports, and they can be reports of ice, sleet, it doesn't matter, anything minor, even drizzle can show up on those. But they get automatically put into our system.
And they're very helpful this morning, trying to figure out where it was snowing, where that sleet was, where the freezing rain was.
Right.
So download the app is really easy, and it's free, by the way.
You can really see too where the mainly snow areas were, and then you got your sleet, freeze and rain kind of mix, and then mostly just a freeze and rain scenario at times there into Grayson County and into Hardin County. Not as much snow in our southern tier here. This is all mainly ice. Once you got south of our Bullitt County and south is mainly ice, but for me it was again mainly snow. So it was right on that northern edge. Where you had that really bright banding that was showing up, you got some of the bigger flakes that were coming down there. But those reports, again, are very helpful. So we appreciate those. And again, Wavy will get those instantly as well. There's your problem, Brian. You should move to Indiana. Oh, okay.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
No.
Well, I've thought about it a few times.
This is an Okolona man.
Yeah, I'm an Okolona. Well, I grew up in Okolona. Okolona, Highview, Fern Creek area, Mount Washington. I mean, that's my home area. So I just know where everything is, and I find comfort in that.
I feel that. I understand. You can take the man out of Okolona, but you can't take the Okolona out of the
That should be a bumper sticker.
I will make you one for Christmas.
I should
put that on the list.
Thank you. I would certainly put that on my car. Please stop the giggling. All right, Gary. He's not in a good mood today, Gary. We'll check on Gary later.
This is the level of delusion when you've been up since 12:30 in the morning, by the way. So.
Yeah. Hello, Margaret. Keep the ice out of Louisville, send lots of snow. Well, Margaret, hang tight.
Just give it a couple of days.
Just give it a couple of days. Give it a couple of days. Les, you're talking about the Mitchell was talking about what Les was saying about the winter weather advisory going all the way to Cincinnati. It's because the angle of that moving up 71, the concern was just even a small amount of moisture will be a problem. So I think that was certainly valid.
Yeah.
You got to take
and
again
get some snow up there.
The worst it will be is that it'd be a bust. People can get mad, but at least you get the attention of road crews and they can get out. That's the point of advisories. So we were trying to get that out pretty quick. Sleet in Campbellsville.
That makes sense.
MPing report there.
Adair County, y'all had a beautiful sunrise this morning, though.
Oh, they did. Okay.
it was
way to go.
Gorgeous to see absolutely nothing down in Adair County, but everybody else was just going through it to start off the day.
What did I see here? Kevin had a major problem last night. I guess he's talking about technology. I didn't see last night, but yeah, it's tough. It's tough, trust me. But we try our best, all right? And it's because we have so many options for you all that we just want to have it all here, but at the same time, it's overwhelming when you have a million screens.
That is true.
Get a bigger screen. Yeah, well.
We can't ask for it. Engineering is next door. We'll see what they say.
Yeah, I think they're watching.
No.
They're probably
we're probably up in there, but they're not paying attention to us.
Let's see. Big puffy flakes this morning. Laura's talking about those. Yeah, again, there were. It didn't last very long, but at the time it was fun. It was actually very peaceful and a moment of chaos. I will say most drivers did well today. I mean, there were a lot of crashes, but as far as the behavior of everyone I saw around me, everyone was slow. I didn't see anyone like racing by me or driving erratically. Everyone was just taking it slow, keeping a lot of distance, trying not to be too aggressive with accelerating and decelerating because that's where you run into problems. And that's majority of the accidents today were where stop traffic comes up on you, and if you're not prepared to stop and you hit the brakes too hard, that's it. You got to just gradually tap those brakes to get to a stop. Otherwise, you're going to just spin on ice. So it doesn't matter if you're a four-wheel drive. We're going to spin.
We saw so many videos of that happening this morning. So also be careful and only record things when you're stopped, not while you're driving.
Yeah, good point. Yeah. We don't.
I saw y'all on social media.
We don't want to make it even worse than it can be when you're out there. Tawana is so excited. I love it. There you go, Christina. Tawana is always in a good mood. Always in a good mood. I'm always grumpy, and she has to deal with me, especially on days when there's a lot going on. I get really grumpy.
Do we get overwhelmed? Yes. I don't know if I call you grumpy.
Yeah, I get grumpy. She'll always tell when I'm not.
I can't tell when
awake.
like he's not fully awake though.
Yeah.
I just
It takes till like 2 o'clock. I got to go to Fern Creek, Bruce says, in about 20 minutes. If you take the side roads, you'll be fine. Don't get on the Snyder.
Yeah.
You will not make it in 20 minutes.
Okay, I almost made not a well done joke there.
Is it Ray? Ray said Mead is icy. Garbage trucks are in ditches.
That is to be.
It's garbage day in my neighborhood because it was delayed today because of the holiday. But I don't know if they're going to make it because my neighborhood's a mess. It is a mess. It is very, very slick.
It was fun to watch my husband sweeping off the stairs this morning.
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure he loves that. Regular snow talk today, 12:45. It'll be near that time, Adam. Yeah, I wanted to. Well, I mean, let me, I guess, go ahead and get into that. We obviously have a lot on our plate for the weekend. There have been some changes overnight. I think most know. I was hoping that we can get a snow map out today, but I don't know if that's going to happen. Only because there's too many still modifications. And it's not so much really as the track now. It's an issue of, I feel confident. I don't know how you feel on this, but I feel confident someone in the region here is going to get a foot of snow.
Yes. Maybe
more. Someone's going to also get ice.
Yes.
Now, the way it's looking, instead of just sleet. But where? And that's important. We don't want to create a lot of panic or emotions on drawing a map out, and it's going to likely still get adjusted because we're not quite there yet. So it could be this evening, but I'm thinking right now it'll be tomorrow because we're not in a race here to get the first map out. We don't care about that. We just want to make sure it's a good map, solid map that you guys can rely on. That's our goal with this, because this is one of the bigger storms we've had in a while and may have for a while. So we want to make sure we get this right. So we're going to be taking our time on that, but I'll go into more detail on snow talk on that, but a bit later. But that is certainly going to be a big issue. Another crash on 65 there.
Hardin County.
Yeah.
And one of my concerns is not only just how much snow we could get over the weekend, but how much the temperatures drop afterwards. Because some of the modeling this morning, when I say like I legitimately like laughed out of just sheer I was like, really? With some of the numbers, how low they were.
Yeah.
When I put 0 in the weather app, that's when I'm just like, okay.
That didn't even count wind chills because the wind probably will be strong.
And that's for an actual low, not even just a.
And that's what I feel for. And that's what worries me, not only just for you guys watching, but for my own family. I'm worried because if power goes out, it may take some time to get it restored, and we're going to be so frozen. So I just want to make sure everyone's okay. We run into that danger with this scenario. People use space heaters or ovens, whatever they can to try to stay warm if the furnaces are out, and that's so dangerous. And fire crews then have to try to get to you. They may have trouble getting to you in this kind of a winter storm setup, and then they have to deal with frozen hoses and ice all surrounding them and their equipment. It's always the same thing every winter when we get into scenarios, but there are a lot of layers to a winter storm, and that's the forecasting part, the actual winter storm, and it's the recovery and kind of aspect of trying to get things back to normal. And if you've grown up here or you've been through winter storms before, you know how this is going to go. Yeah,
this would be my mom's first big winter.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
she's never dealt with
Radcliffe. Several reports. That was E-Town and now Radcliffe now coming in.
So let me see that.
Let me see. Well, I'm on the traffic. Let me do another quick update on the traffic, then we'll come back to the radar. This is easing just a little in E-Town.
Yeah, not as orange
into Bardstown. It's slow traffic. You want to see yellow when you have bad weather. If you see green and you've got icy conditions, that's a little worrisome. Although sometimes it can be that just people are not home or not on the roads. But in this case, it looks like everyone's going slow, and that's what you got to do. There's E-Town again.
Looks. I love that.
That's 65.
It looks a little wet and shiny.
Yeah, a little wet. The treatment's working, and temperatures are above freezing, and there's a lot of traffic. That does, as long as you keep the traffic moving anyway, it does help. And then this parking lot. But look at the sun. He's even trying to come out there into into Bullitt County, at least hints of it. But that's a sign to the wind is about to ramp up. It's not already there. You can see the tri-mark sign, which is a multiple vehicle crash, all lanes blocked. So, boy, you hate seeing that when you're stuck in traffic and you get to that message board, right?
Oh, yeah.
Your anxiety really goes up because you're like, how long am I going to be here? And that, make sure you have a full tank of gas in this kind of weather. You should anytime in the winter anyway.
Yeah. Always
have a full tank of gas because you just never know when a day like this can happen and you could run out and you want to stay warm. So make sure to keep those gas tanks full. as we evolve here for the next few days. Again, there's that one crash in Shepherdsville that may be cleaned up now because it's looking much better. Snyder. I can query that. Let me see if it'll give me a speed. I used to be able to do that. Let me see if it will.
Should still be.
It's probably gonna be like 0, but it says 12 miles per hour. Otherwise, well, then it says stopped.
Pick one.
But the segment to get from the Snyder right around 64 to I-65, so the whole southeast corner there is a 31-minute commute. Oh, actually, no, let me change. Sorry about that. It's Bardstown Road
to 65.
To 65 is a 31-minute commute.
Wow.
So yeah, just that southeast leg is 30. So we don't don't get on the Snyder, but just this leg here is 31 minutes to get through. And believe it or not, that's actually down.
Yeah.
From what it was. Here again
40 minutes to get.
Oh, okay. Well, here's what it looks like. We haven't got any updates, have we? But it looks like the one side's been shut down.
Let me.
So
I can double check really quickly.
It looks like they've cleared off the traffic and got them out of the queue. George, are you still sitting in that?
It looks, yes, all lanes are blocked on 265 east to Preston Highway.
Okay, so they stopped it way back.
Yeah, they stopped
west.
it way back.
Okay, just before Smyrna then, into Okolona.
Because there are currently on Trimark. There are currently 1, 2, 3.
Let me
4,
see if I
5
can get.
crashes.
Okay, let's tell you what. Let me try to hold on one second. Let me try to get to a. It'll be a still camera, but let me see if I can get to a camera feed. Now a little closer to the Smyrna area. Hold on one second.
So you can see the crash in the camera. Oh, hold on. I'm also doing this on my phone, so I'm doing
I got Preston and Smyrna.
Highway 1 is where you can see.
Okay, it looks like Smyrna. Oh, look at that. People, look at that. They're well, that's where the police, but it looks like people are standing around. So there's been a crash right there on the ramp. Okay. I don't know if all these cars hit each other or what. I can't really tell. But something has happened here because they're closing the ramp down. They're not letting anybody get off at Smyrna at the moment, the eastbound flow. Let me pull up another one here. This is going to be
near Preston.
Yeah, Preston Highway. We can pull that up. I think that one's still working. We're at the mercy of Trimark, by the way, of the camera feeds and if they're available or not. It looks like Preston's not working. So let me try I-65. That's not coming up on my feed either. All right. We may be able to get some live feeds of that. We'll work on that. Let me get to, let's see, Taylorsville Road and the Snyder Freeway. Yeah, that one's not coming in. Wow. Several more are down right now. This happens sometimes too, whenever they get into an icing scenario. Wait a minute, maybe it's popped in. Let's see. Okay, this is
at Bardstown.
This is Taylorsville Road.
Is it?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, Taylorsville Road exit. Let me try again and get back to Preston, and maybe it just takes a little bit of time. There we go.
So
all right, so that is the Preston exit. You cannot get off at the Preston exit. From what I can tell here, that looks like that's completely blocked. Yes. So as you come off of 65, you're trying to exit and head toward the Preston theaters there, and Menards and Lowe's. You cannot exit. It looks like there. You're gonna have to keep going, but I can't tell where they're pulling everybody out. Maybe Beulah Church. I'm not sure, but hopefully they're stopping everyone a little further back at 65 itself, which is possible. So let me try to get that camera feed a little closer to the interstate, see if that'll load in. I'll give it a second. There we go. That's going to be on 65, not at they got it turned. I can't turn these, so unfortunately. So that's not looking at the Snyder part of it.
Okay, so
the Smyrna issue too is just wow. All these people off the side. Now they got they got the cones that are up right there. Okay, so this is not looking good here, guys, for the Snyder itself. I don't think you guys are going to be going anywhere for a while. Snowing out in Glasgow. Could be grapple, but that's the only option you get on MP. You got to select that. So I'm betting it's going to be like a sleet snow combo. Well, the road conditions going to be better tomorrow, Nancy says. Yes.
Yes, thankfully.
One more day above freezing, and that's it.
For basically, what, a week?
A week, maybe after 10 days.
Yeah.
Yeah, so tomorrow's our last thaw day. So if you have any errands you need to run, this afternoon will not be as bad as now, but it's going to be, we're in a lag of what has happened today. The lag will carry on for a few more hours. It's going to be kind of a mess. Let's see. Hey, Barry, what'd you say? I'm at Preston now. Been here, getting off here at 65 for over an hour and a half.
Oh,
There he is.
I'm so sorry, Barry.
Yeah. Yeah, that's awful. Slick, thanks, Greg. Appreciate that. Slick in Frankfurt. Yeah, absolutely. And you're getting, with the elevation going up as you head into eastern Kentucky there, you run into more problems. Hopefully it's snow, to be honest, because at least with snow, you got a little bit of traction to work with. When you get into the freezing rain, not so much. Aaron, you guys are still talking? Yes, Aaron, we are. He's very sarcastic, by the way.
Oh.
That's his.
Okay.
Apparently that's cool now to be that way. I don't know. That's how Aaron's always been for years.
Shout out to Aaron.
So always pick on. So no one go, no, I can't talk. No one go attack Aaron. That's just the way he is. He's sarcastic. He doesn't mean it.
No,
and if he does, well, too bad. We'll block him. But I think he's fine.
No, I like it a lot.
Hey, Andrew. Untreated road, St. Matthews to J-Town Industrial Park. This morning, drive to work, very slick and icy in the road with snow in some spots. Yeah, that area was mainly all snow. How was the Waterson? Dan is asking.
It looked a lot better last night.
Let's look. Well, I can pull the camera
it looks much better than it did at 7 a.m., but there's still a...
Was the Waterson and Barson Road you were talking about, was the real slick area for a while?
In between 65 and basically Breckenridge was where it was the slickest this morning.
All right.
And we had the most crashes.
Let's see. My camera's not. There we go.
Oh.
This is the Waterson to Barson Road area.
That's much better.
Not far from the Caden Tower and Breckenridge Lane. So, yeah, not bad. I think everyone's gotten to where they need to go. So that's why it's pretty sparse now on the traffic.
264 at Dixie Highway. It's labeled as shut down. 64
Okay,
east.
this is where the bus was, right?
Yeah,
the camera's turned, but it was that where the slide
in between Crumbs Lane
Crumbs
and
Lane.
Dixie?
That's a good question. Let's see.
Because it was right in between those two.
Here's Crumbs.
We might not have access to that feed.
Okay, it goes down. Right. I don't think it's shut down, but we'll keep an eye on it. It may just be really a low traffic area. I'll keep it back here on. Let's go back to this Preston Highway area. Oh, that's the Waterson and Preston. Sorry. Hold on. Let me get back to this.
It does look like it's shut down on that one because I only see.
Oh, is it?
LMPD cruisers in that spot.
Okay.
It looks like an.
Oh, I see it. So yeah, the Waterson, is that eastbound?
264 west of Dixie Highway, so east of Crumbs Lane. So right in between, right as you go.
Okay, let's zoom in to that here. Hold on.
So yeah, right in that area.
I see. Okay, so that whole area is closed, and on the western side of Shively.
Yes.
Past Algonquin all the way up to just before you get to Dumenal Street area.
Looks like it is all.
Yeah, that's all.
All I see is LMPD.
It's one section, so if you can do the surface streets through Shively or to the other side of Dixie, you can get back on. So it's only just a section of the Georgia Powers area there. It looks like it's closed, but the Snyder is still the Thorn because now it's again closed, and that was the eastbound flow. Hopefully they don't close the, and what they're doing, and it's probably what we just talked about, they're probably closing it on purpose too, because they've got to get the salt trucks on it.
Yeah.
They get everybody off the road, get the salt trucks on it and reopen it. That's about your only option. Otherwise, everyone's going to be sitting around stuck. No one's going to be moving at all. So it makes sense. I'm not sure what happened to the Preston camera there. It's, but you see several of the officers there standing off to the side. At Preston, we go back to Smyrna, then we'll get to Barson Road again. See, it should be cleared off there at Barson Road. This is Smyrna. Maybe it'll pop in. I'll give it a second. Get some of your questions. 64 West closed at the Frankfurt and Woodford line there due to a semi-accident. All right, thank you. Appreciate that, David. We're looking into that.
Yes, I see it on the map.
Kim, what else is coming today? Just rain and maybe a bit of sleet, but nothing icy or anything. We're already above freezing. We're waiting for the road temperatures to get above freezing. That's the problem. They're still lagging, and it'll take a bit of time to get some warmth in there. And I can bring those.
Sunshine? Did I just see sunshine?
There were sun rays out there. So pavement temperature in Louisville now is getting up above freezing. That's good. Certainly is in Indiana. The sun is coming out, I'm sure there. Let me pull up the satellite. Yeah, it's thinning. It's thinning. Like, yeah, it's not exactly full on blue sky, but it helps. But still, look at that. I mean, this is not every road too. These are only certain sensors, and some of these are at the ground, and some are overpasses. Yeah. So it can be a little confusing here, but still, we want to get all these above freezing, and they're not all there yet. And yeah, this is what Tawana was talking about. The second round precipitation breaking out, that will expand and break out in central Kentucky. We're just going to keep down these pavement temperatures, guys. If they continue to lag, then we'll hold on to problems for a bit longer. Technically, the advisory is scheduled to expire in 5 minutes. I don't know if that will be extended or not. Let me see.
They updated it through noon earlier this morning. So I don't. Let's find out together.
Yeah. I got a feeling they're probably going to have to extend it, but just because of road conditions, but I don't know. Maybe I'm.
This is one of those times where it's okay to be on your phone.
Let's see.
So you're on the chat?
Yeah. They're talking about the bluegrass area in Lexington. 2 to 3 hours to improve things there. So that may take some time. Hello.
Marissa Berg is currently sitting outside of. They're sitting outside of our streaming room, and Marissa is currently eating the lasagna soup that I made her. So she is currently very warm inside and out.
That's very nice. Very nice.
It is hot.
I told you I put ghost pepper in it. She said it is hot. So right now the advisory goes through noon. And we're finding out if they're going to keep that a little bit longer based on all the issues that we're currently having.
Hold on 1 second. I'm just typing in the.
So Brian is currently conversing with the National Weather Service because he's cool like that. And also he can, if I continue to talk, he will type what I talk, which is always fun.
Does anybody else have that problem? I am so bad about that. My brain just, you guys know, I'm already dyslexic as it is, and I have ADHD, so it's not how I end up on TV. I don't know. All right. What was this camera feed again? This was the one in Bullitt County. Is that right? This is Bardstown Road. Okay. Well, there's somebody on it.
Well, that's good. And they're rolling pretty.
Don't know if that's a crew. It may be a road crew person. I don't know. That's like an SUV. It could have been an officer there. I'm not sure. My gut feeling knows they're shutting this down, at least limiting the traffic so they can get it kind of cleared up. But we'll monitor that. All right. Any other questions? And I'll bring it to 10-day. Then we'll kind of wrap this up on here. And we're going to be on, obviously, in an hour for midday. And we'll have much more about not only what's happening now, but what's coming our way next. 71, Vicky. 71's been fine. I haven't heard anything on 71 causing any problems there. Waterston Lane is okay.
Waterston is much better than before.
The only problem is the west side of the Waterston is still closed for the westbound flow
over in
just after Dixie Lane or Dixie Road, Dixie Highway.
That's one of them. You're right.
Let's see.
Simpsonville Road's good.
All right, good.
Love to see that.
Thank you, Laura. Appreciate that. Good morning, Joel. Hope all is well. All right, so let me show you this, the 10-day where it stands right now. And again, just some caution that we're going to be kind of adjusting this more than likely as we evolve. Even today. But as it stands now, we'll get another day of a thaw tomorrow. We are going to drop below freezing time, but a thaw during the day. And then that cold blast on Friday, absolutely crucial on setting the groundwork for what will happen for the weekend. And there's the zero that's one I was talking about. Again, it's going to be cold. As soon as the sky clears, the temperature will change.
And that was my conservative number.
Yeah.
By the way.
So this is going to be a mess of a weekend. So this has already been a mess with just a light event. Can you imagine? But maybe this is a good
test run.
Yeah, just to see how well your car is doing, or if it's making you think of other things you need to get. I'm trying to think of the positive on a day like today. Maybe something will help you out and get you the right stuff that you need to make sure you're ready for the weekend, because the weekend's more of a high impact. But typically in a high impact situation, just about everyone stays off the road.
Yeah.
So we don't run into
that helps us out.
as many crashes. It's just that we don't want anybody to get stranded.
Yeah.
That's a bigger issue.
And also with the cold temperatures coming our way, this is something we usually think about in the summer, but with temperatures this cold, that can affect your battery in your car too. So if it's older, that's something to keep in mind as we get into next week.
Yeah, very true. Because these numbers, if the battery's not doing well, you're gonna know. If you haven't already, you will really know in the days ahead. All right, guys, we're gonna end this for now. Thanks for watching. Thank you for joining me. Never get a chance to
hanging out with you.
I appreciate that. And we're going to be doing a snow talk. It'll be after the noon show today. Give me a bit of time to get everything ready. Just look for the notifications. All I can tell you on the app. You guys know how this goes, the drill. but there will be one today. And we're going to dive into all the what ifs and how we are looking in the tracks and what is likely to happen. And we'll go from there. All right. You guys are awesome. Thanks for watching. Please be safe out there, George, Barry. I hope you guys get out of that traffic jam soon. Keep us updated. And you guys just try to stay warm the best you can. All right. We'll see you coming up today on midday at 11 a.m. Thanks for watching, guys.